Hi, in this short video I want to talk to you about the rhetorical case study that you begin in Module 4 and then complete in Module 5. In Module 4 you prepared to write, that is called the invention, and this sheet should look familiar. You select a controversial topic and explore the rhetoric surrounding it. This essay is intended to get us critically thinking and analyzing. We're going beyond just finding a source and citing it in a research paper. We're digging deep into sources, and it's much like your analysis paper that you did previously. But this one calls for us to look at several sources, one being a major newspaper from different parts of the country. You can, look at whatever newspaper you want. I would ask you to avoid the Kansas City Star. Also look at a foreign news site. The BBC is the British news site. It's wonderful. I use it often. And whatever topic you find, locate a dedicated website, something that that organization or someone who believes in your topic has established. And then finally, a broadcast. Yes, go ahead and watch television, analyze it, review what they say about your topic, listen to some radio shows, listen to NPR, listen to Rush Limbaugh. It doesn't matter. Just listen to what somebody is saying about your topic. I take you through a series of questions for the invention where you basically analyze each source and you say, what is this source saying about my topic? And can I really trust this source? Does this source have good pathos? Are they using emotions credibly? Do they have good logos? Do they have facts? Are they supporting their information with reasoning? And ethics, the ethos, how ethical are they in the pathos that they're using and in the logos that they're quoting? And what are their credentials? Are they just rephrasing something someone else has said, or do they actually have credentials that can back up what they're saying? Okay, this is not a research paper. You will not make a good grade. If you make it a research paper, you're not reporting on a subject. You are analyzing the sources of your subject. So for the invention, I take you through a series of steps where you make sure you have the work cited correctly for each of your 4 articles or each of your 4 sources. And then you really look at who the author is, what's behind the author, why is the author saying what the author is saying, what specifically is the claim. We need to make sure we know exactly what the person is claiming so that we are pinpointing our response correctly. The evidence is enough evidence given to support all of the claims. We need to look at objections, and we need to look at why this person is trustworthy. So this is what you did for the invention, basically the preparation for your paper. Now, the next week, so for week 5, you will turn this invention into an essay. So once I give you feedback on your invention, print it or somehow have it visible and begin putting that invention into an essay format. I've given you some instructions: set up an intro, then go into your analysis of each of the 4 sources, and then conclude your essay or your analysis. I just put an example down here of what a rhetorical case might sound like. So this would be a paragraph that addresses the pathos of an argument. Williams being the author, Williams makes the emotional appeal, that would be pathos, of listing countries that have higher execution rates than the U.S. Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and China. So here the author is looking at pathos, but then also bringing in logos by quoting different facts. Williams' purpose for listing these countries is to inflame the emotions of Americans. So here it is, back to pathos. Drawing on our believed understanding of 2 enemy countries, a country destroyed by war, and finally a country that follows extreme Sharia laws. So here the student is referencing what the author said and then going back and giving his own input on it. So the student said this author quotes two enemy countries, then a country destroyed by war, which is Iran, and then a country that follows extreme Sharia laws, which is Saudi Arabia. So he goes back and looks at that logos and discusses it with the reader of his rhetorical case essay. So the essay accomplishes basically three things. It sheds light on why your issue is controversial, and then it analyzes the evidence being offered in support of each position, and then it shows with authority which side should be supported, or maybe not which side, but which source is the strongest, which one used the ethos, logos, pathos most effectively, who addressed the opposition as well as their side, and who had the best argument that could be most trustworthy. This is a big assignment, but students usually at the end are really glad they did it because it opens up their mind to how research works and how so much of what we see in the media is not adequate, it's not accurate, and it's not trustworthy. And we need to use our reasoning skills that we're learning in this class to identify where a source is lacking. So let me know if you have any questions. This concludes my overview of our rhetorical case essay.